today's presentation. I hope everyone can hear me. Today I am presenting the third and final session in a series of 3 free webinars designed to help you build a Facebook business page that connects with your audience and delivers leads and sales. First, a little housekeeping. Can you raise your hand or type into the box on the right-hand side whether you can hear me and see my screen, which is currently showing a picture of me and a hand, and in fact my friendly wizard that I found today. So I thought that that would be just fairly appropriate for today's session. Fantastic. It seems as if we can all hear and see the screen, which is wonderful. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. If you've got questions, I'm going to ask you to let me know when you have them by raising your hand. If you go to your control panel, you'll see a button on the side with a hand on it. If you click on that, then I'll be able to unmute you so that you can actually ask me the question. Sometimes questions occur to us at a time, and by the time that we've got to the end of the session, we've forgotten them. So I hope to be able to cover more of your questions today than I have done in the previous 2 webinars. I'll also include some question and answer pit stops to allow me to catch up with you as well, so that hopefully we won't miss anything there. I really wanted to give you an idea of how the masterclass sessions will be run. For getting the most out of the classroom environment, you will need a microphone, and the best way is to have a headset with a microphone attached. Now, I've just invested in a completely new one for my telephone, in actual fact, because I call in to the webinar via the telephone. So I'm hoping that the sound quality will be much better. But I think you'll find that it will be the same for you on your computers. If you can turn off your mobile phones, disconnect from landlines also, and unless of course you're calling into the webinar like me on the phone, and close out from Facebook as well, that would be fantastic for the time being. I have a ton of information. I really don't want you to miss any of it. If you would like to take notes, please do, although this is going to be recorded and will be available for you soon after the webinar. I just wanted to do a quick recap of what we learned in the first 2 webinars. We learned in webinar 1 the difference between a profile page and a business page, so that you can better market your business, keeping your private life and business life separate. Pimping your page for company branding, how you can have a seamless look to all your online and offline presence so that you are clearly recognizable. And the importance of building your list to bring you more leads and sales. In webinar 2, we discovered the power of a reveal page, so that you are building your list as well as getting to know visitors, making an opt-in box work so that it turns your page into a lead generating machine, and news feeds, how to comment as your page to gain more exposure, as well as gather information for us to be able to comment on other pages, and much more. So the webinar 2 there. The replay can be found on Social Media Sorcerer's Facebook page at facebook.com/socialmediasorcerer, where you'll find it listed on the left-hand side under webinar replays, or you can go to www.fbsuccessessentials.com/3, the figure 3, -keys, as into the door keys. Brilliant, that's fantastic. Before we go on to today's subject, here is the first of our Q&A pit stops for the day. Let me ask if anyone has any questions. Please raise your hand by clicking on the button at the side of your control panel. I will unmute you so that you can speak with me. And if you don't have a microphone or you don't want to come on air, simply type your question into the box on the control panel and hit send. Fantastic. Christine, thank you for your question. Christine is asking, how do I secure a username for my fan page? quite often you'll see lots and lots of figures and really illegible bits after the facebook.com, and this is because the person or the business hasn't claimed their username. So what you need to do first is to get a minimum of 25 likes on your fan page. Then you need to go to facebook.com/username to register a unique name for your page, as what they call a vanity name. And then that will show up after the facebook.com/ bit of the URL, and it makes it look a lot more acceptable, and of course it's easier to then give it out to other people as well. Veronique, have you got a question? You've got your hand raised. I'll just unmute you and then you can chat with me if you'd like. You're on air, Veronique, sorry. If you've got a question, I'd love to hear it.
Hi, Helen. No, not particularly, no. I just must have mistyped it, but I will have some much later on, yes.
Fantastic, that's lovely. Sorry. Well, I'll mute you for now so that we get a nice clear recording for the replay, and just pop your hand up again whenever you feel you'd like to add something in or ask a question.
Okay.
Fantastic. Now, Kevin also asks, can I publish my fan page updates to my Twitter account? Another great question, Kevin. Yes, you can. By using an app, you'll be able to send your posts directly to Twitter. If you go and search for apps in the search bar within Facebook, you can follow the online steps there. I recommend that you do the posting this way from Facebook to Twitter rather than coming the other way from Twitter. Facebook gets a bit funny about it. And of course, Facebook and Twitter are in their own competition along with Google+. So rather than letting your hard work disappear into the black hole, I think it's probably better to humour Facebook for greater success. Okay, on with today's look at Facebook Success Essentials. We'll be looking at 3 key ingredients to ensuring your Facebook success: communicating for best results, why telling stories is so powerful, quizzes, contests, coupons and surveys, wow, what a mouthful, how getting a foot in the door can make all the difference, and Facebook advertising. Reach your audience if it is local, and even if it's just a small slice of life on Facebook, you can really target exactly who you want to appeal to there. Now, I'm just going to take a quick poll. Do you use Google Reader for sourcing material to give you ideas for articles, snippets of information, and to keep up with what's happening in your industry? Please click on one of the answers on the screen now. Google Reader is a great way to keep abreast of everything connected with your industry, find out who is talking about you and your business. I find that it gives me great ideas for articles, what to write on posts for Facebook and of course Twitter about. So I'm just going to close that now. That's fantastic. All the information I find with Google Reader comes into one place, not just your email box, and it helps with the overwhelm, so that's fantastic. Now, to show you a little bit more about how Google Reader is a great tool for communicating for best results. I can hear you all shouting at me, of course we can communicate, but I just want to help you make it easier for yourself so that you get the best results in the smallest amount of time devoted to it. We're all strapped for time. There never seems to be enough hours in the day to do all that we want to, and utilizing simple tools that can help makes good sense. How Google Reader works, very simply, and I'm not a techie in any way, is by using the RSS feed of a website or a blog, and then basically it creates a library for you. So each time someone posts an update to their blog or their website, The information is then picked up and displayed in Reader for you so that you can access it at your convenience. Of course, you have to fill Reader in the first instance, but it's a very simple thing if you follow the little steps. I use mine every day to quickly scan through what others are saying in my industry, what others are saying about me or my business, what thought leaders are talking about, anything in fact that I can pass on to my audience that would be of interest and benefit to them. In this way, I position myself as a curator of information, helping others by reducing the amount of time they have to spend online searching for updates relevant to them and their business. When writing articles, blogs and Facebook posts, you will find that stories, personal experiences and showcasing your expertise are all powerful tools you want to engage when communicating with your fans. We are a curious bunch, us humans, and being able to relate to others' experiences with a story helps your visitor engage with you directly, building that vital know, like and trust aspect that we've been talking about in the previous webinars. Do you like my wizard with his storybook tucked under his arm? I thought he was rather fun. The magic starts to happen on Facebook when you integrate Facebook with your website and blog. A well-branded overall campaign underlines your prominence, placing you as an expert in your field in the eyes of your clients and customers. It appears as if you are everywhere. It provokes curiosity. I wonder what they're up to, what's happening over there, all designed to get that further engagement, to lead your visitor to take that next step. Another quick poll. Do you use coupons and surveys in your business? We all love saving money, or at least the idea of saving. It never fails to draw the attention, or being in with a chance of winning something we probably wouldn't or couldn't buy ourselves. Just going to close the poll now. It's a very quick one, if you've all voted. Marvellous. That's great. Now, my next words are designed to put you all off. Stop. Caution. However, if you are careful and you follow Facebook's rigid guidelines or have someone help you, you can have a lot of fun, build new relationships and create a significant amount of buzz with all these tools. Facebook is all-powerful here, so using a third-party app means that you will not be penalized, which you could be if you disregard their strictures. I have found that when I have used these tools on clients' websites, you immediately begin to gain a tremendous following. It's that curiosity aspect again. Some will be there simply to get whatever it is that you're giving away, admittedly, but what I find is that over time you will begin to connect with a few fans that you can turn into super fans who will return again and again to your page and then enjoy interacting with you and with your information. In turn, these superfans will also bring others, so the snowball effect takes over, which is fantastic. And this offers your visitors and fans a special treat, and you can incorporate a real page here, so you're going to be increasing your likes at the same time. One of my favourite ideas for a coupon with a difference is a friend card, where you can brand the card all online through Facebook with your company logo and send it to your friends in Facebook. And it's a brilliant way to perhaps engage with somebody you've networked with offline, and just a little note, if you know their Facebook page, just you can send it along and just say, great meeting with you this morning, or whatever, at such and such networking, or maybe connecting with them through their birthdays, just sending a little birthday card, something like that. And it's a wonderful way to stay in touch with your virtual friends. Surveys are also valuable for finding out much more about your fans' wants and needs, and of course you can always ask them about their birthdays or some special date or something that you want to invent along those lines. But also, obviously, for finding out more information than you can uncover by asking the right questions. You're going to be getting your customers and clients to help you, guide you in what they need from you in order to expand their relationship with you. Just going to do another Q&A pit stop. I rather like my Penelope Pitstop cartoon character there as well. Any questions bubbling up inside you that just have to come out? Either raise your hand or type the question into the box. That would be fantastic. The question I had sent in to me earlier from Jeff, who unfortunately has registered to come on the call, but is unfortunately unable to actually be here live. But he's asked a question anyway, which is great. Is there a way of scheduling posts to go to your Facebook page? And this, again, fantastic question. Yes, there is a way to do this using a tool called Hootsuite. There are others out there as well, but Hootsuite's a very good one, and it's a nice, easy tool to use. A word of caution about automated posting on Facebook, though. I did allude to it a little bit earlier. You want to make most of your posts in real time, with you actually posting them. I know it sounds like a little bit of extra hard work, but it is worth it in the end, because this bears more weight with Facebook, and you're going to get more benefits and reach more people by doing this, and you avoid those sort of moments when you become faceless, which Facebook are very famous for. Having said that, provided that the post goes first to Facebook as well, not coming into Facebook through other sources such as Twitter, you should have no problems with setting this up to be a great asset for your posting. Which reminds me to tell you that posting from Facebook to Twitter is quite acceptable, and you can do this from within Facebook by utilizing an app. Again, really simple, so that when you make that post, it automatically then goes to Twitter, which is really cool, I think. All you have to do is simply search in Facebook for a Twitter app and just follow the online instructions. It's very simple, just to click a few buttons and you'll have that facility there. Another question just in. What is the optimal number of times per day you should be posting on Facebook? Well, I love your questions. They're so useful. Thank you so much. There is such a thing as posting too frequently. You quite often see this in Twitter, where someone is really posting far too much, bordering on spam, and it is really irritating to keep getting sales messages pushed out with little or no content that has any value. Obviously, finding a balance, you've got to find that balance that suits your audience, and that might take a little bit of time. But I feel that on average you need to be posting something around about 2 to 3 times per day. But really and truly, you know your audience best, you know your industry best, and providing that it's relevant, quality content and information, less can be more in this instance. And I'm a great believer in KISS, keep it simple, and I don't like using the last S because there are various ones that come up with horrible words on the end, but certainly keep it simple, and provided you're giving that information that's good quality. Really what you're looking for is your fans to look to you for guidance, not to be turned off from you. Facebook advertising. Have you ever done other forms of advertising and not been able to quantify how effective the campaign has been? I often find this with newspaper advertising, that sort of thing. Well, Facebook solves that problem by allowing you to focus a highly targeted campaign to the sector of people who are your ideal customers. What they also do is provide you marvelous information on the all the stats and things that you need, so it shows you who you're reaching, how many clicks and that sort of thing, and also obviously the cost of those particular clicks and that. By using your Facebook page also, rather than an external website address, you'll receive all the benefits of Facebook's mammoth size to deliver your ad only to the people you want it to appeal to. So it's not just a one-size-fits-all. This is a great way to increase your likes as well, by just doing a little ad that just simply asks people to like your page. And if you send them to a page that has a reveal on it, and also there's another good way of publicizing events, contests, quizzes and giveaways, you can obviously grab that like more immediately as well. Regional targeting is easy to achieve by stipulating exactly where your potential clients live, how old they are, whether they're male or female, all these sorts of indicators, so that you're really able to define further their likes and dislikes, and you can really get down to the heart of it. It's quite amazing actually how you can really target specific people. One trick I found is to target friends of connections, because once someone sees that one of their connections or their friends already likes your page, they're going to feel much more drawn to the ad than if there was no connection showing. Use peer pressure to the maximum, I say. Once your advert goes live, it's a question of test, monitor, tweak and test some more to find what works and what bombs. Often you'll really see a difference if you just sort of change a word here, or maybe a headline, that if you just change one headline. And also you can set up various different test ads between or within the same campaign, so that you can see what's working really well and really what's not doing you any favors. And it's not a set and forget sort of thing. It's much better if you actually continually monitor and tweak things, so that you can really get the best that's going, and you'll soon get a feel for what works best. The best thing too with Facebook advertising is that for a relatively low price you can get highly targeted traffic to your Facebook page that will already be with people already keen to look at what you have to offer, turning browsers into buyers through the content on your page. So, if you've liked what you've seen and heard so far, how can you get more? If you're eager to get going for yourself and you need more in the way of step-by-step help, then I suggest your next step should be the interactive masterclass. Because there's so much more to learn than I can possibly offer within these free webinars, I'm offering a masterclass series for more hands-on training in the way of 4 one-hour in-depth Facebook training with an additional half-hour question and answer session, where you will be able to ask me any questions relating to Facebook, how to improve your own Facebook pages, get the most out of Facebook, and where we will be in a small sort of classroom type environment where I can talk with you, as I did with Veronique a little bit earlier. So, and here you will find all the help, or how-to help really, that you need to ensure your Facebook page is the best that it can be. Starting on Monday the 16th of January with how to create a Facebook welcome tab that converts into likes like crazy, and also including with all of this help with if you've not got anything up at all those sort of first steps to really getting it going, and including also top ingredients to creating killer tabs, valuable videos for victorious marketing, and free reports for attracting new business. And this really is just a small slice of what you'll learn for you to be able to create your own Facebook business page, one to be really proud of. Monday the 23rd of January sees me showing you how to grow your fan page base for maximum exposure. This is part 1 because there's so much to do in here, and I know that at the end of the day it's relatively easy to get a Facebook page up and going, but the difficulty is then how do I get it really rocking and rolling. So how to find your ideal audience, creating super fans and how valuable they can be for you, and creating engagement that converts into sales. Monday the 30th of January with more growing of your Facebook fan page, with creating excellent customer service. And again, I've got some fantastic ideas for apps and goodness knows what else that you can use within your Facebook pages to really make it simple for you, but so effective and very professional looking as well. Facebook marketing for more leads and promoting events on Facebook. That's, I think, an underused tool that Facebook offers you, and more can be made of that. So I've got some ideas for that as well. Our final masterclass will take place on Monday the 6th of February and will help you expand your Facebook page offline so that you can engage with your website and blog, also other social media like Twitter and LinkedIn, and other offline advertising that you may or may not be doing at the moment. All the webinars will be recorded and will be available in a private members website for you to access whenever you want, and there'll be a Q&A forum which will allow you access to me personally for 30 days as well. Also, a Rolodex of resources to help you achieve that Facebook page of your dreams, and there's so many little bits and pieces that can really be pulled together there to make that really valuable set of resources for you, and that will all be available within the website. And also your personal copy of the successful ebook Twitter Boom to get you started on Twitter as well, and that will encourage you to hook up your Facebook to your Twitter page and help you to cut down the time that you might be spending doing your social media at the moment. Now, all of this is for only £159. If you attended an all-day seminar, you could be paying in excess of £1,000 plus travel and no recordings, only having to rely on your notes and things. And there's always so much going on in those sort of environments, and they can be quite noisy. You miss things. With this resource, you're going to have it there to return to time and time again, obviously, and also my help throughout the website for the 30 days. And many of my top clients are paying over £150 an hour for my time. So you've got a great resource there in me, as well as all the other bits and pieces there. And I really want to encourage you to make use of me so that you get the most benefit out of it. However, I do want to make the masterclass available to as many people as I can. So for the next few hours, there will be an early bird discount, bringing the price down to £129, which is a saving of £30. And I'm sad to say I've only actually got 2 early bird spots left available now. So I really encourage you to dive in there and grab those last 2 spots as quickly as you can. This is going to be a live masterclass with a limited number of people on the webinars, so that I'm really able to offer that hands-on service as much to help as much as I can. I really want to urge you to get in there quickly to take advantage of that. So to snap up the last remaining early bird spots, go to www.fbsuccessessentials.com/register. Now, let's take in or make the most of our last Q&A pit stop. If you'd like to just raise your hand, or if you raise your hand, I'll be able to unmute you and you can chat to me directly. Or if you're a little shy and you want to just type your question into the box, If you go to the bottom of the control panel and type your message in where it says type message in here, and then press send, and then I can take your questions. Fantastic. I've just got one question in. What are the benefits for a B2B company using Facebook? As I said earlier, I love your questions. Very testing. Well, as you know, very successful companies in the B2C sector, like Coca-Cola and Starbucks, have found a real platform in Facebook, connecting with their customers easily and effectively. B2B companies tend to place themselves more as an industry resource. It's perhaps not quite as fluffy and as cuddly as the B2C, but by placing themselves as that industry resource where people can know that they can come and find out more in a trusted environment from trusted companies, this has been working really, really well. The trick is about making Facebook all about what you want to offer your visitors and making it unique to you. And of course, quality content wins every time. I've got a question from Veronique, I believe. If I just unmute you, Veronique.
Yeah, hello. Look,
Hi.
I wanted to ask you about Twitter. I'm not very familiar with Twitter right now, but I'm quite familiar with the travel industry. And I'm trying to understand how can Twitter messages and these regular tweets can actually generate bookings at the end of the day, because we're all in business at the end of the day, and I'm just trying to, of course it's only one element, but how would you suggest that this business of tweeting can actually bring me real client paying at the end?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, again, it goes back to what I was saying about being seen as the curator of information. And if you use the Google Reader as your library of information coming in, at real time, as people are posting articles and blogs and information, what you need to do, and certainly this has worked really well for a number of my clients and also for myself, if you position yourself as that curator, so basically what you're doing is you're cutting down people's time in having to search for information for themselves. Bits of information, it might just be a snippet of information out of a whole blog, or the blog article itself might be of real interest to your audience. So by being able to disseminate that from the Google Reader into your Twitter account, using again another tool, either like Hootsuite, there are again a number of different tools that you can use. All this information is actually in the Twitter Boom book, and that really is a fantastic guide to giving you that step-by-step information on Twitter. So if you wanted to get the Twitter Boom book, if you go to www.twitter-boom.com, you can just buy the Twitter Boom book. So that is sort of slightly away from what we were hoping to be discussing today with Facebook, but it's a sort of a sideline, and learning about Twitter is a whole new webinar course, I think, for today. But thank you very much, Veronique, for your question. Okay. Bill, I think you have a question. If I just unmute you. Hello, Bill.
Hi.
Have you've sort of raised a question, Mark, so have you got a question for me?
If somebody is going to miss one of the days of that, they're going to be recorded, I heard you say, right?
Yes, absolutely. They'll all be recorded and stored on the unique members, private members website, along with all the other information like the Twitter Boom book, the resources, Rolodex, and all that sort of good information. And there'll also be a forum there where anybody can ask any questions and get my help and advice so that they can, really make their Facebook page the way they want it to be, and obviously to make sure that it's doing what it's intended to do, and that's bringing in those likes, getting that connection going, and that relationship going with your visitors and that. So yes, absolutely, all recorded and there for you to be able to return to time and again. Thanks so much for your question, Bill. I've just got another question in as well. Does using images prove to be more effective than just words on Facebook pages? Now, this is critical for attracting attention. An image is worth 1,000 words, as we've all heard before. One little tip is to make your images into mini adverts by making sure that when you upload a photo or an image, that you put something in the description box along with a link to your website, Facebook page, wherever it is you want your visitor to go once they click on the image. It just comes up as an http://www whatever. But it is, if you put it in like that, it will be a clickable link, and it's a really handy little tip, that one. So, in conclusion, here's what you've learned today. How communicating for best results will bring you likes, fans, and ultimately business. Why quizzes, contests, coupons, and surveys will all help to build your community and position you as the expert. And finally, how Facebook advertising is a simple, cost-effective way of reaching more of your audience. Thanks for being here live with me on the call. I've really enjoyed your questions, and I look forward to showing you much more FB Success Essentials on Monday with my first masterclass of 2012. To get registered for the masterclass and to take advantage of the early bird sign up, please go to www.fbsuccessessentials.com/register. I look forward to speaking with you soon. Bye for now.